Welcome to the Linguistics structure class for absolute order through the high vowel structure. How does it work? Well, we could call it vowel or vale. It depends, because there's two states that you have in this schooling, or it's still a school to a teacher, right? Vale is failure. Vowel is excellence. Vale is absolute success. But it goes in both are bad. Absolute success is not good as well. The more you excel, the more you realize there are more errors in success than you realize. You don't give the exact correct answer because there's no exact correct answer. But the lesson here is to stop the endurance of getting lazier through this structure. So it's about more busyness. And in my class, I'll be walking around town talking about this. I don't have a lot of battery, but it's also almost nighttime, so in this linguistic class, we'll talk about modulation and different forms of modulation and how it gives birth to letters that actually form a new language composite that is more attributed to understanding how old high Earthian language was before it's secret language that ritualistic societies use and other old pantheons like Aztecs, Incas, Olmecs use. Also, not just them, but other people. So, other societies, because now technically we're a small nested society within ourselves, and the whole structure changes through governmental design, because everything goes back to government, religion, and those are the inputs that are still in us, no matter if we're atheistic, because we never know if it's either atheistic or religion that are both wrong and right, because that's more heightened awareness to realize that you don't ever know if you're completely right unless you created the logic to believe that, and that goes through a lot of hoops to create that logic, but the logic does change. So this is how the language works. It used to be A plus B equals C, B plus C equals D, C plus D equals E, D plus E equals F. And that was the modulation engine for how new letters can emerge. But now it's A plus D equals F, D plus G equals H. It doesn't matter how it's inputted, but it can input it in different ways. So this modulation allows forks to be put in the language parameters